kids, and you said that one of your sons wants to be an actor. What advice have you given him?
I have actually given him great advice recently, I think. I was reading Debbie Reynolds' autobiography, and I read a part recently where her daughter Carrie Fisher came to her and said, I want to be an actress. And she said, okay, if you want to be an actress, go study at, I think it's the Academy of Speech and Theater in London. And I thought, brilliant, that's a great idea. So literally a month later, my son was home from college, and he's majoring in film. And he said, do you think I should go to New York in 2 years when I graduate and study theater? And I said, how about London? I said, I have a great idea that if you go to London and really study hard there for a year, year and a half, you know, do the theater, do all that stuff, when you come back here, not only are you going to be a really, you know, brilliant actor that's trained really diligently, but you're going to have a lot of respect from the casting people. It just seems like English actors are so in right now, you know. So he loved that idea, and we've got it under control. We're figuring out when he's going to audition and talk his dad into it, but that's what our plan is.
Good for you.
him.
That's great.
Yeah.
You took a lot of time off. You mentioned that you had kids, so you raised some kids, and you did periodic work here and there, and then the Saw movies entered your life. And your first Saw movie was Saw 3, which is my personal favorite of the series. I really love that movie because one of the things I love about Saw 3 is that it answers all of the plot holes in Saw 1. Like everything in Saw 1 where you go, what the hell was that? You answer them all in Saw 3, and I thought that was great. And it was the first one that you were in. How did you get the Saw movies, and just being a part of that franchise, if you have any stories about being a part of this hugely popular franchise?
Well, the real story is that I was dating Mark Berg, who put the money up with Oren Kulis to make the first Saw movie. And I decided that I wanted to go back to acting and asked him if he'd help me. And soon thereafter, he asked me if I wanted to do a day's work in Saw 3. And I said, sure, I'll do whatever. You know, I just want to start acting again. And I was auditioning for other things. Again, I got an agent, got into an acting class, and basically started over, which is pretty hard to do, I found out. But as he says, I was finally sleeping with the right person. Sorry, but it's true. There's a lot of that in Hollywood, I found out, too, after sleeping with a lot of people that, you know, it really helps, because a lot of times they just have all these people that are great for the role, like stacks that thick. And when it comes down to who am I going to give it to, it's going to be like, okay, this is my best friend's wife, girlfriend, whatever. Let's just, you do it for me and I'll do it for you. I hate to say it, but it's true. And so I did that. He asked me if I wanted to play a nurse or this undefined role with Jigsaw, and obviously I picked that.
Right. And what's it like to shoot those movies? I mean, they're, you know, obviously very violent, they're very intense, and sort of maniacally clever. And so what's it? I mean, is it fun to shoot those films?
Well, it's really fun because it's like a family. The crew had been, obviously, even when I got there, this was their third film, so it was like a family. You know everybody. You know, you're shooting in Toronto, which is beautiful, wonderful, and the fans are great. And because it became so iconic, and you know, it's just very fun on the set. You know, you've got groups of college kids coming through to see the sets, and they just knew what they were doing. I mean, they did a wonderful movie on a very low budget. It was very organized. They treated us great, and it was fun. We kind of felt like it was, you know, history in the making in one respect or another, and it has been, you know, the #1 horror franchise in history. So we were right.
Joining us. We also have Mr. Bruce Davison, which I'm really thrilled about, as well as Mr. Ken. And Lisa Marie is going to be joining us as well, I believe. It's like a whole thing. I'm so excited. I may end up standing.
That Candyman was standing right by the table. I look over and looked right at him. He's looking at me.
Tony Todd?
I know you.
He's right there?
Yeah. I know you.
So he's not even here for like with you guys.
Right there.
Alright, I'll hang out here.
That's Ken Forey.
Oh, I knew it was one of them.
You're supposed to be up here.
You do the windows.
Not Tony Todd. Tony Todd was here.
I'm good. But I want to start out talking to you guys because I think what I appreciate so much about Lawrence Salem is the fact that I've seen this movie 5 months ago now, and it's something that I'm still thinking about. I'm still trying to figure out in some ways, but I mean that in a good way. I'm curious if you could just go down the line and start off by just talking about what it was about this script that really appealed to you, and a little bit about what it was with your characters that, you know, really features performance. Maybe we'll start with Meg and work our way down.
Appealed to me immediately because I didn't read the script until we had a group reading. We had a read through the script. What's that?
Rules in the hallway, I think.
I know, I'm sorry. I spoke with my manager, Christopher Raw. I was up in Washington State, and in the grocery store. He said, Mr. Roxanne
Is that Halloween too, Mike Myers? No, that's
perhaps be a part, and perhaps you might be
Christy.
interested in,
Yeah.
maybe wear clothes, you maybe wouldn't wear clothes, and how do you feel about that? And I said, well, I'm probably more comfortable without clothes on than I am with clothes on, so, and I'd love to work with Mr. Zombie. And that's what I said. And then I got to read Side, which is a scene, and because it took place, the part that I would be playing took place in 1692, and she was a kind of a coven. She's a witch, and I think perhaps too, because that sounds like but because she came from New England, and I came from New England, and I grew up, I went to school in Massachusetts. I knew all about Salem, and then I got to have a conversation with Rob, and then after that, at some point, he asked me to be involved in film, and I couldn't be more thrilled. And then we did have a reading, and then I knew the script was out, and then I was even more excited. And what was the next one? Good.
Did you have the card with you? You could add a sign. It's $25.
Yeah, I was asked if I would go in and put on the tape with this, and I set it aside, which is next, to set it scenes. And I thought, wow, it's a great character. And that's what I was drawn to. And my agent spoke to the casting people and said, look, I've represented you for a very long time, and I know her well. She's never going to say anything. There were some bad words in this that you would not want to say. And he called me and he said, have you read some of this stuff? I said, yes. And I loved it. And I did, and it was a great role, so that's why I wanted very much to do it.
Sadly, I never read the script, and I was at Sitges, Spain, for a film festival as on the jury, so I missed the reading, and I really didn't know what it was about. But for me, it was really about trust, and trusting Mr. Zombie, completely trusting him, and whatever he wanted to do was okay by me. And I was fortunate enough to work in Meg in my scenes, and it was so wild. Like, just entering that set, it was like a dream. It was like a waking dream I was in. A raw zombie waking dream. It was just so fantastic, and I just wanted more. But I only was on the show one night, sadly, but it was one of the best experiences for me. Yeah.
Rob Zombie always disturbed me. He was just always sort of freaked me out. And I thought, this is sort of crawling up the back of my neck. And so when I was asked to do this, I was apprehensive, but stepping on the set, he is so laid back and so open to, you know, I want these people, and I'm going to kind of work with them in a collaborative way, and we can do stuff that isn't so locked into vision that some people get their visions set, and you know, you're just a little cog in a wheel. But I really felt part of an ensemble, and working with him was a dream. It was just great. It's just, you know, you hate people that keep saying that, saying, God, he was really a son of a bitch. But he's so mellow and so laid back, and it's like, sort of like Robert Altman, you know, that's good what you're doing, let's incorporate that into the shape of this. And so that's sort of how it happened. I had the best time I've had in many movies, working with everybody. And I got to meet some very lovely witches who hit me with a frying pan, among other things. Anyway, yeah, so I'm talking.
I just got an offer from LA saying we'll pack and play Megan in North of Salem, Rob Zombie. I said, who is Rob Zombie? Unbeknownst to me that I had met him 15 years earlier, but I didn't know it was Rob Zombie I'd met. Sorry. So anyway, that was it. And then people I was with, that's all the punks, and I'm the 30-year-olds, that's what I hang out with. All said, you zombies, and then came a House of 1,000 Corpses, and White Zombie was on the player, and came away, and I said, turn that fucking noise off! They said, it's Rob Zombie! And I said, keep it on! It's wonderful. I'm coming, Zombie, I'm heading to LA.
Yes. I'll go with Rob. Yeah, Devil's Rejects, Halloween, and North of Salem. And he contacted me about a year ago and said, oh, we have on this week, and we'll start rehearsals. September. We start September. So we had rehearsals every day, a week, 5 days a week, at Rob's home in LA, where he in the house I was shooting. And it was an intriguing script. I thought that there were sections that he could not shoot that I thought was just completely the ones with the Sid, Michael Berryman, Andy Prime, and just died. Richard Lynch. All that. There were some great scenes there, and I think the film it really suffered for that. Really fantastic scenes in the early years of Salem. And I was just intrigued by the script, the characters. It read well. The vision that he had for this thing was just fantastic. I think that also he had to raise a terrific budget problem, which we all went into. I think he was a master, really a master of pulling it off. Because if I could tell you some of the issues that he had, no. It's just crazy. It's just too much. It's when you have a film of that scope and you have that vision, and then you don't have quite the money to make it happen, and then things happen to even make it less of a possibility, then you really have to be very creative and imaginative to pull things together. And that's what Bob did. So I was very happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to always be a part of Bob's projects. And as Bruce said, he is one of the most laid back, fun, entertaining, comfortable, and collaborative directors I've worked with. So I was very happy to be a part of it.